Alright, let me tell all of you the quick tale of Princess LuLu. So, basically, if you're wondering what the fuck I'm talking about, basically, I have a science class because I'm still in school, and my science teacher has all of these, like, fucking materials and shit for us to use when we, like, do a project. So, basically, we've been doing this project where we have to, like, build, like, a energy efficient house. So, she brought out all the materials, and something I noticed is that in her materials, she has these like giant stack of like DVDs and CDs, and I'm like, what the fuck? You're just throwing away these DVDs and CDs for kids to like friggin' glue over and shit. So I basically took some of the blank ones that were like really good and still like usable. So now I have those stored up. Got a lot of free DVDs. Sick. But there was some that caught my eye. Like she literally had like a million friggin' like Norton antivirus discs. I mean, of course they came with no product key, but whatever. But one thing that really caught my eye were these two specific discs. Both of them were in like Chinese, and I'm like, what the fuck is this? Like some soap operas or something. And basically, I showed them to like my friends and stuff. They're like, ha ha ha, oh yeah, whatever. You should totally play that. So I brought it home and I played it. So the back of one of the discs, was like covered in super glue with like weird cardboard, so I just couldn't play it. But one disc was still salvageable. While it had a lot of scratches on it, I was like, okay, I'm gonna play this damn disc because my copy of Wii Sports has more scratches than that disc, and Wii Sports still plays perfect. So, you know, I figured, hey, why not put that into my computer's disk drive and just play it and watch some fun Princess Lulu adventures or some shit. So the thing booted up, and the first thing I immediately saw were some scary ass raindrops. I'm like, what the fuck is this? This possessed ass disc? Who the fuck made this? And then Dolby popped up, and I'm like, okay, great, Dolby surround sound. I pulled out my speakers so that my friend Russell could watch because I was Instagram live streaming it to him. So that happened, and there was like some other shit, and then one scene like really caught my eye where where, like the earth got zapped with the fucking laser and exploded, but apparently it was just another logo. So it had like some copyright anti-piracy screen, and then it cut to the Princess Lulu tile screen, which just made no fucking sense. Like it was in a different language. There were no English subtitles and some stuff like that. It was just in Chinese. The second option down, I couldn't even select with like the friggin' selector, so that just sucked. There were like 13, 14, 15, 16, whatever numbers. I didn't want to hit those because I thought like, oh hey, maybe those would be like chapter selects, and I don't want to skip through the movie. And then the one of the options at the bottom basically just like it just reset the disc menu. I was like, what the fuck? And then I didn't try that other option. So I started playing it, and first we get this scene of like some weird board with some Chinese writing, and then it just stops. So I'm like, okay, basically this disc is fucked. I play with it a little bit, the disc is still screwed up. So I'm like, okay, whatever. By the way, did I mention there was like a little thing before the actual title screen popped up where it was like some like Chinese production company, and I realized that they're centered in California. And like I know a lot of Mandarin people live in California, but I don't know. I just thought I'd mention it because I just thought it was like, oh dang, like they're in the same place as I did. This people who made this. Wow, I'm freaked out now. I also saw like through like the Windows Media Player that there were like subtitles in Korean, which my friend Russell, his family is Korean, but whatever. We it never really popped up, and we never got to read them. So yeah, whatever. So we played it and it froze, and then my friend Russell left. I was pretty much given up on it, except I actually went scrubbing and I waited, and eventually, boom, some other scenes popped up. This guy popped on the screen. He was talking in some foreign language. I was like, what the hell is this? I don't know what you're talking about, man. Get out of here. So basically, I stopped that, and then I exited. I went back in, scrolled through again, and I finally got to this scene with this lady talking to some old man. It's very emotional. I'm like crying at this point. I'm just like, what the fuck, man? Oh my god, Princess Lulu is like the best friggin' movie I've ever seen. And then this guy gets a post-it note on his windshield, and I'm like, what is happening? And then I like click around some more, and then boom, finally it freezes on me again. And that's when I say, no more Princess Lulu. I put it in my closet to, prepare to throw back in the Stever's friggin' pile back on Friday when I go back to her class, because I don't have her class tomorrow. So basically, yeah, that's the story of Princess Lulu, random Chinese movie I watched like 5 seconds of. I got some good blank discs out of it. I'm really hoping I can get rid of it though. I hope that Miss Zero brings out her material pile, because if she doesn't, I can't return those discs. Those discs are friggin' cursed. I'm gonna have to break them myself with some scissors or throw them in a fire. So, that's really it. After that happened, I decided that I would make this video. So, yeah. The end. By the way, just a little extra bit. I think that disk broke Windows Media Player. Like not Media Center, I can still use that. But Windows like Media Player, when I put it in the second time, like now whenever I try to open it, I get this error message. So I don't know. Thanks Princess LuLu for breaking my PC.